And I get asked all the time, is it better to plow or till? And I'm going to tell you my philosophy and the kind of stuff I do. This is Davis Farmstead. Welcome back to the farm. I'm going to start tilling my big gardens today. I'm going to start on the north garden. This is the biggest side, I think. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. And then if I got enough time, I'm going to get the other garden. I'm going to do it a little different, and I'll tell you about when I get over there. But the question is it better to till or plow? And actually, you need to do both. And if you just till, these tines on here only go down a certain depth, and I think these will do maybe 6 inches. And if you go over the same thing every year, it beats that 6 inches below the surface there. It just compacts that dirt, that subsoil, and it just compacts, and it makes it a dead pan. And you have a hard time growing after a certain amount of years. That's why I plow every other year. Probably won't have to start plowing every year, because usually I plow in the fall and then I till in the spring. It's the spring now. It's April 2024, so I'm actually planning tilling a little bit early this year, because it's supposed to rain for the next 6 or 7 days, so I won't get her done. But anyway, so I really think you need to do both, because if you just use a tiller, and I'm talking about a big tiller like this, not a walk behind ain't gonna do nothing like this. But this right here will actually compact your soil down about 6 inches or however deep you till. This is like a 6-inch tiller, so there's 3 inches. Some of them, this is a heavy duty. You can get some non-heavy duty ones that don't till as much, but they'll do the same thing. If you don't watch it, they'll till down about 3 inches, and they'll pack that soil down. These things right here act like compactors. It just, if you go over so many times, it's gonna pack that soil down, and your roots won't be able to get down, and the water will go down and run right off. It will soak down into your roots. So that's why you need to plow. And like I said, I plow every other year, but I'm actually going to change it up. I usually plow in the fall, but after the end of the season this year, I'm going to do a cover crop on both sides and in the potato patch. And so at the end of the year, I run my cutting hard through to break up the plastic. Then I'll till it, and I'll lightly till it, throw the grass seed down, and then next year in the spring I'll have to turn that over, so I'll have to plow. So and before I got this now, and I have to use this now, I think, because we use the biodegradable mulch, and this right here really makes the soil fine. It makes it perfect for that. When I run that machine over it shapes it. And the way we used to do it now, we plow every year. We plow twice a year. We plow in the fall, let it sit over the winter, hit it again in the spring, then I take a cutting hard and cut it up. But it don't get as good as what this right here will do. You don't get that nice fluffy soil that you need, especially for the plastic layer. Now you can still do it the old timey way like that, but even if I wasn't putting plastic down like I did my potatoes, I run this through there, put my potatoes down. So if I don't use it, I still use this. I just think it's the way to go. So okay, I'm gonna get started on this, and I'm gonna move right over here and show you kind of my plans for this section. So I'm gonna change it up a little bit this year. I'm gonna till it all up. That's got nothing to do with this, but I'm gonna put pumpkins right in this section, and it'll be bare dirt. But before I do the pumpkins, I won't plant them till June or so. I'm gonna put carrots, beets over here, and maybe some radishes. In the center section, I'm gonna put plastic, and that'll be this section over here, probably about maybe 4 rows. I'm gonna put cantaloupe, and I put them in plastic. Then on the upper part where I grew the pumpkins last year, I'm gonna put I got some old woven fabric I'm gonna put up there, and that's where I'm gonna put my watermelons. So this will all be pretty much melons, pumpkins, watermelons, and cantaloupe, and honeydew. I'm growing honeydew this year. Then kind of over there behind the high tunnel, a little section over there I got, that's where we're gonna put our corn. So I'm gonna till it too as we're over here. And then when we get to the next section, I'm gonna do it different, and I'll explain that when I get over there. But I'm gonna get to tilling on this, and we'll get you some shots of it and see how it fluffs up and everything. And I still got some plastic down. I run the cutting hard over this, and we'll see how it does. I hope it does good. So I'm gonna get started, and we're gonna see how it does. It took about 25 minutes, and this is a good acre. It's over an acre, so this side is, and then we got this little part over here where the corn is. So, but you can see how good it breaks this up, and it's nice and loose, and that's down. It's down good, a good 6 inches right there. So I just went over it kind of fast, and then I'll come back, and when we get ready to put down the plastic, I'll go real slow and really fine it, grind it up much. I wanted to kind of break this old plastic up a little more, and then it's getting a little weedy, so I want to get rid of those weeds. So let's go over there, and I'm going to try to get that one done real quick and show you how I'm going to do. I might just do half of it, and we'll call it good. But I'm going to do it different this year for the first time ever. So we'll go over and talk about that. But first, I'm going to show you, we finished up the mulch between the high tunnels. Let's look at it real quick. All right, so we got this done, and it looks really, really good. We're tickled with it. Matter of fact, we're going to go all the way around on both sides, all the way in the fronts and the backs and the sides with this same concept. So it looks really good. Hopefully it'll take a lot of work out of us having to mow and having to worry about weeds getting inside of there, and it's just a nightmare. So if we'd known when we was building this, we would put that down and drove the stakes or the pylons or posts, or whatever you call them, through the fabric into that and had it stick in there. And there's a train coming, so that's why I'm trying to hurry up. So it looks good. It smells really good. So all right, we'll move the tractor over there while the train's going by, and we'll get set up in there. I'll show you what we'll do a little different. Okay, we're on the south garden now, and we've always run them this way, the plastic, and planted this way. And I got to thinking last year at the end, there's my neighbor's peacock. We'll run it this way because it's not quite as far from here to over there as it is this way. I mean, when you're going down there picking beans and it's 250 feet long, maybe even 300 feet long, it gets kind of discouraging. So this way is maybe 100, I think I measured it at 150 feet, so it's half as wide as it is long. So I think we'll get the same amount of square linear feet of row space. So, but this is going to be our main vegetable side. We'll do all our beans, squash, cucumbers, maybe some field peppers, cherry tomatoes, all that stuff's going to be on this side. But you can see what I mean by tilling. Now, if you notice how rough it was on the little corn area, now I did plow that last fall, and I didn't film it, but and it's a little rougher going over to start with. So I did not plow this side at all in the last year. So it probably needs it. You can usually tell by I can tell by the sound of the tiller whether I hit a lot of hard pan or whatever. And I hit a little bit over in there, but I've got a section of hard pan that runs through that side over there that I cannot get out, even with the plow. That's why I plow deep. Now that plow, it'll go about 16 inches deep, where this will go 6 inches, and that takes care of all that. So, and we're doing a new system, and I'll bring you along if you watch the channel this year. You know, we're going to till, biodegradable mulch. At the end of the year, or the end of the season, we're going to sow a cover crop, which is like a rye or some kind of grass, and that act like a manure, called a green manure. It's nothing down there, baby. I got a little baby down here. And we'll plow it over in the spring. You know, we'll show the plowing and everything, and then we'll till and start all over again. So but I'm gonna try this, and I don't know how it's gonna do, so we'll do it real quick, and I might just do a couple passes and show you because it's getting dark, and but you kind of get the idea of what we're doing here. Okay, so I got about a third of it, and this is going to take a little more work than I thought going across that way. It's kind of sucking that plastic up a little bit, and I'm going to clean my tiller out, so I'm going to stop for now. It's getting dark anyway. You get the gist of it. I hope I answered all your questions about plowing or tilling. You need to do both. Support your local farmer. Hey, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you down there in the farm in the next video.